Hello students, I welcome all of you to the next session of Exploring Physics. We have completed our sixth lesson called Microorganism. Now we will move on to our next lesson, that is Force and Pressure. In this lesson, the topics to be discussed about force, definition of force, factors affecting force, thrust and pressure. Every day you observe bodies around you when you are going to school. You can notice that some of them are moving, some of them are at rest. What pushes or pulls them? What brings the moving bodies to rest? What is the effect of these pulls or pushes? All these above questions can be answered in just one word, students. Can you guess? Yes, force. Observe the following actions in day-to-day life. Opening and closing a door, kicking a football, striking a carom coin, squeezing a wet clothes, pushing a wheel barrier, rubbing a glass rod, pushing a swing, rolling a bicycle. All these actions need a force. So, what is force? Force is an action of push or pull which makes the bodies to move or brings the moving bodies to rest. I repeat, force is an action of push or pull which makes the bodies to move or brings the moving bodies to rest. It even changes the shape and size of certain bodies. It even changes the shape and size of certain bodies. You all are aware of the game Tug of War. In that game, the group of students or members who pull the rope with a greater force will definitely win. The winners are applying a greater amount of force, hence the rope moves in the direction of the greater force. The next one is push. A force to move something or someone away from oneself is push. For example, throwing a ball, pushing a broke down car. You can also give some other examples. For pull, a force to something, move something or someone toward oneself. For example, tying a shoelace, opening a door, etc. We will see the definition of force. A force is that which changes or tends to change the state of rest or the state of uniform motion of a body or the direction of a moving body or the shape of a body. I repeat, a force is that which changes or tends to change the state of rest or the state of uniform motion of a body or the direction of a moving body or the shape of a body. Force is a vector quantity which has magnitude and direction. It is measured with a unit called Newton. Let's see the examples for the state of rest, state of uniform motion of a body, direction of a moving body and the shape of a body. Example for state of rest, tools lying on the floor, bench in the park, books on the table. Example for uniform motion, A man drives a car from a city A to another city B. Distance between city A and city B is 90 km. If the man covers a distance of the first 30 km is 0.5 hours, the next 30 km in 0.5 hours, and the last 30 km also in 0.5 hours, then it means he drove at a constant speed of 60 km per hour. So we can say in the present case, the motion of the car was uniform throughout the journey. Third one, direction of a moving body. When the wind blows hard, the kite moves fast and flies high. Example for the shape of a body. For example, when you squeeze a lemon or orange, it will obviously change the shape of a body. So that we can say force is changes or tends to change the state of rest, state of uniform motion of a body, direction of a moving body, and the shape of a body. Next, we will discuss about the factors affecting force. When you play any game, the greater the force you apply on your body, greater will be its effect on it. Just observe the strokes of a bat by a batsman. If he wants to hit the cricket ball to the boundary, the striking force on the ball must be greater. If you prick the blown up balloon with a single pin, what will happen? Yes, obviously it will burst. But this did not happen even though many more pins were pricked the balloon. Just observe, a single pin produces a large pressure over a small area. But when a large number of pins prick a body, each pin exerts very little pressure on the balloon. As the applied force gets disturbed over a large surface of the body, so the balloon will not burst. So we can conclude the effect of force depends on the magnitude of the force and the area over which it acts. I repeat, the effect of a force depends on the magnitude of the force and the area over which it acts. Next one is thrust. It is a force acting perpendicular on any given surface area of a body, that is thrust. It is a force acting perpendicular on any given surface area of a body, that is thrust. It is measured by the unit. Next one is pressure. The effect of force can be measured using a physical quantity called pressure. It can be defined as the amount of force or thrust acting perpendicularly on a surface of area 1 square meter of a body. Unit of pressure is Pascal or Newton meter power minus 2. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. The general formula for pressure is equal to force by area. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. This name is named after the French scientist Blaise Pascal. So, the 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton meter power minus 2. So, the pressure exerted by a force depends on the magnitude of the force and the area. Students, now let's solve the numerical problems related to pressure. Calculate the pressure exerted by the foot of an elephant using the following data. Here the data is given. Average weight of the elephant is equal to 4000 Newton. Surface area of the sole of its foot is 0.1 meter square. The solution is average weight of the elephant is equal to 4000 Newton. The weight of one leg is equal to force exerted by one leg. So, is equal to 4000 divided by 4. This 4 denotes the elephant have 4 legs, right? So, 4000 divided by 4 is equal to 1000 Newton. The area of the sole of one foot is equal to 0.1 meter square. The general formula for pressure is equal to force divided by area. So, is equal to 1000 divided by 0.1 is equal to 10,000 Newton per meter square. Is equal to the pressure exerted by one leg of the elephant is 10,000 Newton on 1 square meter. Next one is increasing pressure. The effect of pressure can be increased by increasing the thrust or by decreasing the area of the surface of the body experiencing the thrust. I repeat, the effect of pressure can be increased by increasing the thrust or by decreasing the area of the surface of the body experiencing the thrust. Example, axe, nail, knife, injection needle, bullet, etc. All these are having sharp, fine edges, so as to exert a larger pressure on a smaller area of the body in order to get the maximum effect from them. As a human, it is difficult to walk on sand, right? But the camels can walk easily on it because they have large padded feet which increase the area of contact with the sandy ground. This reduces the pressure and enables them to walk easily on the sand. Students, and that's all about this session. Now you understand the concept of force and its effect and the factors affecting force, and you know what is thrust and pressure and for increasing pressure. Next is assignment time. First one, choose the correct answer. If we apply a force against the direction of motion of a body, then the body will dash. Options are stop moving, moving with an increased speed, move with a decreased speed, and move in a different direction. Second one is unit of pressure is dash. Options are Pascal, Newton meter power minus 2, poise, or both A and B. Second one, short answers. Define force, define thrust and pressure. Here I have attached the answers for the given question. Kindly write down in your notebook and don't forget to submit the assignments in the GCR platform. Okay students, thank you for your attention.